made for the beach. How are you doing? I'm just streaming to the world at the moment, and they've asked me if your vehicle is amphibious or not.
No, it's not.
It's not. I didn't think it was.
Pretty much just an SSV.
Well, can I just point the camera at you? Would you mind?
That's fine.
What was your name?
Ian.
I've got Ian here. Say hello to Ian, everybody. They're all over Canada and America. There's Ian, one of the lifeguards here. Tell us about the vehicle, Ian, that you're driving. They can see you, they hear you, waving to you.
It's well, we just call it a SSV, a side-by-side vehicle. I think it's the same term they use for other vehicles of this type. I think they're racing them in Dakar at the moment. It's an SSV class, probably a little bit more powerful than our one.
Okay.
We have a fairly uprated one because not only do we tow our what we call our IRBs, which are the rubber
Yes.
boats, we also have to tow the jet skis as well.
Right.
And they're a lot heavier.
Yes.
And so they need a much
Yes.
heavier, more reliable vehicle that can actually handle the soft sand.
Now, a lot of these people are regular tourists with me, followers, the word is. Now, I take them over to the basin, up to the lighthouse. They all actually know I don't like jet skis.
Okay.
And I've been telling them jet skis generally I don't like.
Yes, we don't generally like them.
No, they don't generally like them either. Did you hear what Ian just said? But here, for this purpose, they are very, very useful.
Yeah, they're much more useful inside the brake, and they can get it in and out really quickly.
Yeah, and being used properly by people who know what they're doing, they're no problem at all. It's just some of the idiots who ride them think they're motorbikes, and they're not popular.
Very highly trained people.
Yes.
On our jet skis out there who are, medics as well as their skills in the water, their actual ability to save someone and provide first aid and emergency care.
Right.
They need all those levels of skills.
Ian, how long have you been a surf lifesaver?
15 years.
15 years.
15 years, yeah.
So do you live in this area?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yes, okay. Yeah. All right, so you've come to love the beach, and you're doing something for the community, which is fantastic and a lovely way of doing it. So thank you, Ian, thank you very much. Thank you for your work.
No problem.
I appreciate it very much. How about that? People are watching, they can hear you now talking.
Yelling.
Do you mind if I point the camera at you before?
Oh, no, you'll break your camera.
I won't know, they'd love to
I'm
say
just a
hello to you.
local news service. We have to be visible behind the scenes.
There we are. What was your name?
Gertrude.
This is Gertrude.
No, it's not. I'm
not
lying. I'm Al.
Al, this is Al, and she's covering the event as well. Thank you, Al.
The councillor there, one of our local councillors.
See you.
Thanks, darling.
So I can put the camera on you. All right, I've got a lady here, folks. There she is. Her name is Miranda, and she is a local councillor. That is, she represents the region on the local council and makes all the big decisions about what we do here. So this is Miranda. She's wandered down here as well. I've got people from Georgia, Philadelphia, California, all over the place.
Wow, that's a good audience.
Can you just tell us, because they're not familiar with the system here, how does it work here as far as councillors and representatives of the community work here?
Well, our council covers an area from Town Beach to Manly, so that's I think it's about 270,000 people at the moment. We have 5 wards, and each ward has 3 councillors. And my ward is Pickwater, and I'll give Pickwater a little plug. We're right at the northern end, and as you can probably see from today, it's one of the most spectacular parts of Sydney, quite literally. And we basically deal with the local issues. I mean, the traditional thing in Australia is we cover roads, rates and rubbish.
Yes.
But we do a lot more than that. We have a lot of bushland in this area that's very spectacular. You can see behind this beach there's Bush Reserve. I mean, it's just a tiny taste of what we've got up here.
Yes. And tell me, do people come here for holidays?
They do. I mean, there's not a lot of accommodation at this end of the peninsula, but down in Manly, there's certainly lots of hotels. We've got a lot of Airbnbs and that sort of stuff up here, so it's very low-key. It's the sort of place you come to relax and just tune out from the world. So,
Excellent.
And, I mean, the other thing I'd say is you've seen the race here today, but on the other side of this peninsula, because we're on a very narrow peninsula, we have Pittwater, which is a huge body of water, which when the Europeans first came here, Arthur Phillip, who was basically led the colonial sort of settlement, described Pittwater as the most beautiful harbour in the world that he'd ever seen.
Certainly did. And would you like to invite them to come here for a holiday?
I would, but we do like the fact that it's quiet and we don't, so please come along, but just keep it to yourself.
So they're all hearing you very clearly through my mic and they're all understanding. In fact, a number of my followers, and that's what they're called, have been here for holidays since they started doing this tour. Somebody's asked me for a selfie with you. Would you have any objection? Cheryl, that's all your fault. I'm not very good at selfie. Would you mind? Is that all right?
No, let's have a selfie.
Let's have a selfie.
Okay,
now,
that looks great.
Now I have to work out how to hit the button. No, there we are. What I'll do, there we are. I can't.
You need to get your head in there. And it's good to see you've got a hat on as well.
Now what I'll do, I can't take a picture now because I'm using my camera for the video, okay? You got that? But I will post that and I'll send it to Miranda as well for her permission before I put it on. I'll be able to find you on your email on the council
Yeah,
list.
that's right.
I'll send it to you. And there we are. There's Miranda. There's me.
Lovely to
You got
meet
your
you all.
selfie. Okay. They can hear you better through my mic, you see. That's it.
Right.
So thank you very much. Thank you for everything you do for us here in the community. I know it's not always easy. I'll be showing them around Avalon on Wednesday and showing them the changes that have been done at Old Barrenjoey Road.
Well, I'm very happy to show you around.
Well, I'm going to be down there. How about that, Miranda's offering? I'm going to be down at Avalon, starting up on the hill. I've just got a guy, Graham has just joined us. He wants to interview me. He's from the local radio station. So I'm going to stand quite close to him so you can hear Graham as well. I'll just let you have a look at Graham so you knew.
Thank you very much. So
that's, there he is.
That's not the idea, Richard. Here we are.
Right.
So, Richard, tell me, what are you doing right here? You're streaming this event, and it's part of not-for-profit you're part of.
See if we can get this. Right. We are. I'm part of the Heygo organization, spelled Heygo. I'm hopeless at selfies. There he is. Heygo. You can find us online. Heygo. It was set up when COVID kicked in. You see they're speaking to you there. When COVID kicked in, suddenly tour guides around the world didn't have any work anymore because people weren't traveling. So the idea was that tour guides who were professional tour guides, I'm just basically a beach bum who loves sharing this place with people. These people can advertise their tours on Heygo, and then people like the ones you're looking at there now, that mostly in Canada and the United States and Europe, the night owls are in Europe right now, are able to come on the tours, see what we're doing, and I can share this beautiful place with them. And that's what I'm doing right now. You can see what they're saying. Joe says it's been a lifesaver. A lot of the people who come on these tours are in some ways restricted in their movements. Certainly can't travel to Australia, for example. And so it's really wonderful for me. Well, Barbara, some of my followers have arrived here. I've had a great deal of pleasure. I've got some more coming from Canada next month.
And so we've got people really dotted all over the world having a look at this.
Indeed. Most of them are in Canada and the United States at the moment. It's a bit late in the UK. There's Jan. She's in Berkshire in the UK. So Graham's looking at the screen now and he can see all of you.
Well, hello.
Say hello.
Everybody, when you're out there, this is Graham from Northern Beaches and the Billy Swim, and we hope you enjoyed the coverage. Richard, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Check it out on the internet, Heygo Tours. Thanks, Graham. There we go. Little bit of publicity. Graham could only do his interview when he had the gap on his the radio show. That was being broadcast live on the Northern Beaches to people all over. He is Scottish, Emily. You're quite right. More coming out of the water now.